For decades, we've all been told the same thing: plan for retirement by saving and investing. But what if we've been planning for the wrong thing entirely? What if we've been focusing so much on what we're leaving behind that we forgot about the most important part? The real question isn't what you're retiring from, it's what you're building next. So today, we're going to redefine retirement, not as an ending, but as your next and maybe even your best beginning.
All right, let's just jump right in with a pretty blunt question. How do most people completely ruin retirement? I know, it sounds harsh, but the truth is a lot of the biggest pitfalls are totally avoidable. And surprisingly, it's usually not about the money, it's about your mindset. We're talking about things like that classic one more year syndrome, right? Where you keep putting off your actual life for just a little more income. Or, neglecting your health and your friendships, thinking you'll magically get around to it later.
And that leads us perfectly into our first section here, the retirement trap. This is where we're going to dig into those common mistakes that can turn the so-called golden years into years of, well, frustration and boredom. We're talking about the big ones, like retiring to absolutely nothing, or having no real plan beyond your finances.
Now have a look at these. What's really fascinating is how they're all connected. You've got that one more year syndrome we just mentioned, always chasing the next dollar while your life is on hold. That often leads to neglecting your health and letting your social circles shrink. But the big one, the one that ties it all together, is retiring to nothing. Just stopping work without any clue what you're going to do with all that time, all that energy, and the rest of your life.
And this right here, this nails the core of the problem. For what? 40 years? Your job gives you structure. It gives you purpose. It gives you a built-in social life. So you spend your whole career thinking about what you're retiring from, the commute, the deadlines, maybe a boss you're not crazy about. But if you haven't actively built what you're retiring to, you're left with this huge gaping void. You go from a life packed with purpose to a life of, well, what?
So, let's flip the script. Let's talk about the solution. This next section is all about a powerful shift in thinking. Retiring to, not from. This isn't about just letting retirement happen to you. It's about being proactive. It's about grabbing the steering wheel and intentionally creating a life that you are genuinely pumped to wake up for every single day.
I just love this quote. It captures this new perspective perfectly. It's not about stopping. It's about starting something new and exciting. It's about looking at retirement as a launchpad for a whole new chapter. This is your chance to finally pursue those passions, to learn new things, and maybe even make a difference in a way you never had time for before.
So here's the crucial idea. Retiring to something isn't a passive thing you do after you retire. It's a whole philosophy. It means you start building those hobbies, you start nurturing those friendships, and you find that sense of purpose before you ever hand in your 2 weeks notice. You're not just waiting around for a fulfilling life to find you, you are out there actively creating it.
And one of the most critical pieces of that new life, and one we almost always overlook, is community. Your job gives you a built-in network of people. When that disappears overnight, you have to intentionally go out and build a new one. This is so important for your mental and emotional health. Having that support system keeps you engaged, it keeps you active, and it keeps you connected.
And this is where organizations like the Active Retirement Network are popping up. They exist to tackle this exact problem head-on. Their whole mission is to fight back against the loneliness and the lack of purpose that can so easily creep in after you stop working. They're basically creating a new kind of space for people to connect, to grow, and to find new opportunities. And check out how they structure this. It's brilliant. It's not just about getting support, it's also about giving back. You can join as a member to find that community you're looking for, but you can also join as a provider and share your decades of experience and expertise. It creates this incredible self-sustaining cycle of purpose for everyone involved. It's a win-win.
Okay, so this all sounds fantastic in theory, right? But what does it actually look like in the real world? Well, let's dive into a powerful, true story that shows just how incredible the impact of purpose and community can be. We're gonna head to Los Angeles to talk about a group of retirees who are running their own TV station.
Get this, at the Motion Picture and Television Fund's retirement community, the residents, and we're talking about people in their 80s, their 90s, and even over 100 years old, are running their own TV station. It's called Channel 22, and they're not just passive viewers. They are the writers, the directors, the camera operators, and the on-screen talent. They're creating everything from news shows to talk shows and even a sitcom.
The impact is just profound. Listen to Ann Faulkner. She's 84 and she schedules all the shows. After surviving cancer, she said she felt like her whole system was just shutting down.
But when she was asked if this community, this purpose had healed her, her answer was immediate. Yes, absolutely. I mean, wow, purpose is powerful medicine.
Or take the story of Tony Lawrence. He was a successful Hollywood writer who felt completely cast aside by the industry, written off as too old. Then, after his wife and writing partner passed away, he said he was on a downward spiral. He'd lost his career, his partner, his sense of self. He was totally lost. But then he found Channel 22. He started writing again. He started acting. He met someone new and even got married. He found a whole new purpose. And his takeaway from it all says everything. Stopping and smelling the roses is not just a phrase. It's a metaphor for being awakened to life. That is what retiring to something looks like.
So how can we take these amazing lessons and actually apply them to our own lives? Let's put together a simple framework, a little blueprint for planning your next chapter. And it's all built around that one core idea, retiring to something, not just from it.
So here it is, a simple blueprint. First, have a plan. And I don't just mean a financial plan. You need a psychological roadmap for how you're going to spend your time. Second, pursue your passion. What did you love to do before your career took over every waking moment? Go do that. And third, find your community. Be intentional about it. Go out and build those social connections that are going to support you and energize you for years to come.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one thought. Forget about what you're retiring from. That's the past. The real, exciting, life-changing question you should be asking yourself is this: what will you retire to? What are you going to build? Who are you going to become? Because your best years, they really could be just ahead.